Yo, yo, yo. So last video that I posted, I ended up porting the end plates. And so now what I'm gonna do, or at least I'm gonna try to do, is I'm gonna try to port the exhaust sleeve. You see how there's like restriction right there? So I have not seen any videos on YouTube about porting this. What people usually do is there's some clips here, some retaining Cs that pop out or drill out or whatever, and they replace these sleeves with the turbo model that does not have this restriction. So supposedly, from what I read online, is that that restriction there is to kind of muffle the exhaust. Since I don't really care about that, as you guys know, now I've ported the end plates, half bridge 6 port. So now I'm gonna try to port these. I heard this is really hard metal. I've only read on the forums and I've seen some pictures of people porting them, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Putting this in the record. Let's see how it goes. I have these burr bits that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna see if these work. If they don't, then I don't know. I'm gonna see. I might get some chisels or something. Because if it's hard, it's possible that it's brittle. So it might be hard to cut it with this, but it might be easier to chisel it. So we'll see. I'm gonna see if it's pretty much worth it chiseling this or grinding it down, or spending time and finding the ported, the ones that are already open from the turbo model. You could buy like titanium ones, I think. If they have them in stock, which usually from what I've seen is that they don't, but they're like 90 bucks or something like that. So I'll save myself a couple bucks and port this and see how it goes. Maybe there's a reason why people don't do it, because it's probably hard as fuck. But you know me, I like to suffer. I like to do everything at least once. Let's see how this goes.
Hi, I don't wanna fuck with you, but baby, you're my type. Nah, I won't even lie, I'm feeling risky, Tommy Ice. Let's go back to mine and watch scary movies all night. Shawty look like Margot Robbie, she got them blue eyes. This ain't no right-hand, this on the shawty, she's so sweet.
I haven't even spent like 10 minutes on this, and I already got some good sections of that off. You can see the edge right there. I dremeled it and then hit it with the chisel right there, and it started biting through the material. Same on this side. So I'm gonna keep going and then see how this turns out.
Like it's complete. She's so bad like Carla, I ain't talking no elite. If that girl a thought, that hoe belongs to the streets. I don't wanna fuck with you, but baby, you're my type. I won't even lie, I'm feeling.
Update number 2. I spent like another 5 minutes, and look how much I've got, how deep I've gotten. So as soon as I can remove that chunk, then I'm gonna smooth the surface out with the same deburr tool, and then one of these smoother ones. So yeah, I'm gonna keep at it. Actually, let's see if it'll actually rip off right now. Yeah, no. I'm gonna keep grinding.
Let's go back to mine and watch scary movies all night. Shawty look like Margot Robbie, she got them blue eyes. This ain't no right-hand, this on the shawty, she's so sweet. When I am with her, my heart just feels like it's complete. She's so bad like Carla, I ain't talking no elite. If that girl a thought, that hoe belongs to the streets.
What to say? Yes. Oh. Okay, this means so much to me.
She a pretty shorty and she really sweet.
Let's see if she'll break off or what. I think it's on the verge of breaking. Can you guys see that? I hope you can. Right in there. There it is. Sheesh. That's one piece of it. That was not hard at all. I guess with the right tools, everything's easy, but you see how it's cleared out? So now I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. And then I'll show you guys again, and then I'm gonna clean it out some more. Check it out. So I got the big chunks out right there. And you see how the hole is more clear, but now I'm gonna level it out. Let me show you guys how that compares to this housing. See those restrictors right there? And this one is now open. But yeah, I'm gonna level that out with the deburr and then show you guys after.
That's my baby, yeah, she unique, she a pretty ass actor, she on the movie scene. I'ma treat you really nice, let's get her.
Alright y'all, check it out. So I pretty much smoothed those out pretty decent with the deburr. One other thing that I'm gonna cut out is this lip right here, this section right here. So I deburred an edge right, I deburred kind of a lip right here. So I'm gonna try to pry that piece and see if it breaks off. So let's see. You do have to be careful when you're deburring this section, because this piece, the housing is aluminum, so if you accidentally slip and you scratch the chrome right here, it's fucked and you pretty much can't use it. So that's one thing to be careful of. Going, you guys see it's bending up. There she is, that last piece. So now let's look at this thing. Damn, that's a straight hole right there. All right, I'm gonna deburr more of it and then show you guys. I'm actually just finish deburring with this and then clean it with this. And I'll show you guys because it's getting a little late and this thing is actually pretty loud. So right now it's 6:43. I just want to get this done and then I'll show you guys. This housing is officially done and this is how it looks. That's how this side looks. So I could port the housing if I wanted to, like to allow more exhaust to come out, but I don't want to do that since I'm gonna run the stock ECU. I don't want to have to compensate for more exhaust coming out, so there's better airflow, which means I need more fuel. And there's not really a good way to add more fuel without hacking stuff up, like putting bigger injectors, but the stock ECU won't know what to do with it. So I'm not gonna do that. Let me show you guys side by side here. I'm gonna do this other housing next, but I'm not gonna show you guys that because I pretty much showed you guys how I did it on this one. So as you guys can see, that's the opened one and that's the stock one. Boom, 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 boom. And this is how the backside looks. See how there's hella restriction right there, and then boom, and then the open one, restricted as hell, open, and then can't even get my fingers in there, bruh. I could get one, but I can't get two. All right, hope this helped someone save some money. Just to give you guys an idea, this is my first time ever doing this on these sleeves, or on a rotary in general. and that took me 1 hour, and that includes filming and everything. So really, I think it could get done in like 30 to 40 minutes probably. And how they say, like, the first one always takes the longest. So if this took me 1 hour, I think this one's gonna go way quicker, especially because I'm just gonna deburr and then chisel, and I already know what to do. So there you guys go. Roughly that's how long it takes. If you guys want to do this and save yourself a couple of bucks, and also save yourself the headache of buying the turbo model exhaust sleeve, or finding some exhaust sleeves. But catch you guys on the next one. Peace.